Holy Spirit, one true God forever and ever. My dear brothers and sisters, I am so much excited to see a living church, the Ethiopian congregation, the church in this Doha area. You are really practicing what you think and what you observe. As Jesus Christ has told you to be happy and merry with singing songs and also respecting the fathers of the church. As all of you know, that our church, the Indian church and also the Ethiopian church are in full communion of exchanging Holy Eucharist. Together with, of course, the Coptic Church, Anglican Syrian Church, and also the Armenian Church. But we have a more close relations between the Ethiopian Church and the Indian Church. There were many professors who were in Addis Ababa and other theological schools. One of them was Father Dr. V.C. Samuel, another one was Father K.C. Joseph, and another one, the most prominent, His Holiness is Paulus Mar Gregorios, who was there in Addis Ababa for many years. He came as a secretary to the Haile Selassie Emperor, but later he became in contact with the Ethiopian Church. And we know that he studied Amharic language, and he was the first one to make a grammar of the Amharic language. That was the contribution by Paulus Mar Gregorius. Dr. V.C. Samuel and K.C. Joseph, they were pioneer theological teachers in the seminary in Addis Ababa. And also later, Father John Panikar and Father Josie Jacob and other Father Reggie Matthew, and also those professors came over there, and we had a very good relation. It was my first visit to Ethiopia when Abuna Paulus departed, and I came for the funeral services and also for the other services related. And it was really an eye-opening to me to see a living church, a church which lives in the customs and traditions of the Oriental Orthodox churches. Of course, that gave me a new understanding of the Ethiopian church. And we know that we have good relations with the Ethiopian church till today. We are exchanging, we have the plan to exchange students from Ethiopia to India and from India to Ethiopia. And also exchange our teachers from India to Ethiopia and vice versa. So these are good glimpses of very good relation between the Indian Orthodox Church and also the Ethiopian Amharic Church. Of course, you have a very good tradition, you have a very good liturgical practices, and I should remember now that when I was studying in Russia from 1977 to 79, the 2 years Then there were 8 deacons from Ethiopia who studied with me in that school. And Abuna Paulus and Abuna Petros, they were also students who completed their master degree over there. And other deacons also underwent some graduate level of studies. And it reminded me, I remember the good old occasions when we were celebrating together. We celebrated Holy Kurbana, Holy Eucharist together, and when I celebrated the Ethiopian deacons, they served me and they helped me in completing the Holy Eucharist. And also when they had opportunity to celebrate, I also attended their services when some priests were coming from there, because they were all deacons, they could not serve. Celebrate Holy Kurbana. Sometimes some of the priests came from Ethiopia and we celebrated the Holy Kurbana there. There also I could find the living tradition of the Holy Eucharist, how it is celebrated, how it is understood, and how it is distributed to the people. And there were only few people at that time, but at the same time they were very rigoristic in their practices and also in their faithfulness to the church. Not to the church of the Ethiopia, but church as a whole. To all the churches, they have very good relation. And also, I happened to see some of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church parishes in Atlanta and in the US, United States of America. And we know that when new church was built by our Indian Orthodox Church, they owned the church. They wanted to celebrate the Holy Kurbana, and it was given to them, and they still own that church and they celebrate Holy Kurbana there. So we have a very good relation between us, not only in Doha or in other places, but all over the world. Indian Orthodox Church and the Ethiopian Orthodox Church have very good relations and collaborations. For that we express our gratitude to the patriarch and also to the priests and also to all the bishops. And we hope for a future good relations and future communications effectively between the two churches, so that our seminaries will and the church will benefit each other. So thank you very much for your reception, and thank you very much for your excited reverence and respect given to me. And I will inform all our bishops in India how I was received by you, and thereby we will have more contacts.